You've got Alan Watson, Brighouse, Fenrir, Predator, Boba Fett, Perceptive Co-Pilot, and L337 Tactical Officer, and he disappears. And then we move on to Darren Chapman with Biggs Darklighter. Okay, Biggs. When another friendly ship at range 0 to 1 defends before the neutralize results step, if you are in the attack arc, you may suffer one hit or crit result damage to cancel one matching result. Right, 10 numb, and he's got the servo motors. While you defend or perform an attack, you may spend one stress token to change all of your focus results to evade or to hit results. And he's got Selfless to be able to tank more damage in the same way that Big Slightly has. Braylon Strom, while you are at defend or perform an attack, if you are stressed, you may re-roll up to 2 of your dice. So it's kind of like a target lock if you're stressed. Yeah, for Braylon Strom. He's got Trick Shot for when he's shooting through an asteroid, and Heavy Laser Cannon to give him a little bit more punch. And Cassian Andor, at the start of the activation phase, you may choose one friendly ship at range 1 to 3. If you do, that ship removes one stress token. And he's got Crack Shot, Layer Organa, and the Pivot Wing Titan. So that's us ready to go. They've not even started the round timer yet. I used to have it 1 hour 11.
Yeah. Well, that was it. It was the 2 losses with the 186s. Too forward.
Start. So go Darren, go Alan, and let's have a good game. These players were both placed on table 15. As I said, I had a couple of tables decline the opportunity to appear on stream. But yeah, these two were like, yeah, okay. And off we go with Lowestoft and Brighouse against each other. So once again, please remember that this stream is brought to you thanks to the support I receive through Patreon. Okay, the Patreon funds I receive are what goes straight to paying for my airplane, accommodation, and travel costs, and that pretty much covers just about. I just about get enough to cover the events I'm doing, and in the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot. Next couple of months, there's going to be a lot of big events. So every little bit is greatly appreciated. So please do, if you are enjoying the stream, please do consider going over to www.patreon.com/FirstEarth, which I'll just drop into the chat in a moment, and feel free to help us out there. And I don't ask for more than $1 a month. I'm not giving rewards because the rewards is considered to be this stream. But also because I'm avoiding turning it into a business. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here because I enjoy streaming, and I want to do the stream and bring the tournament experience home for you guys. So please do consider supporting us there, as it is a big help. And like I said, there's no like period of time you've got to sign up. It's just sign up. Once you're bored of it, switch it off. But hopefully in the next couple of months we're going to have a lot of events coming, so hopefully you won't get too bored. 2.0 is coming strong now. We've got like system opens, we've got European Championships on their way, so please do consider helping us out in that respect. What else did I want to say? Also, if you're not comfortable with contributing through Patreon, you can give a quick Twitch Prime subscription. Wow, a Twitch Prime subscription. Twitch Prime subscription is basically like a tip that they give you when you have Amazon Prime. They give you Twitch Prime, and Twitch Prime comes with a couple of tokens every single month where you can tip your favorite streamers. In this case, hopefully me, and it basically gives me a little bit of money when we reach a certain point. Once I've got enough people that tip me, they give me a little bit of a payout at the end of a month, and then it takes about 2 months to clear, but anyway, we're not allowed to talk about that. But there you go. So please do consider helping us out. It does make, basically the money I receive through Patreon has gone straight to making it possible for me to come here for this tournament. Normally the System Open events were held in Birmingham, and that worked out really well for me because the sister lived just around the corner. This time I've had to lay out a little bit extra for accommodation, for travel costs. So every little bit is greatly appreciated, and hopefully we're going to be doing a couple more System Open events in Europe before the end of the season. And we'll be ready to go in a minute.
Registration for the hyperspace qualifier tomorrow will begin at the end of round 5, or actually during this round. The pre-registration takes place at the play area. Speak to Mr. Liam.
So yeah, as I said, there's no rewards for backing me on Patreon. If you feel you need to get something as a return for the service, then it's probably not for you. But like I say, right now you're watching the largest tournament in the world of X-Wing ever, and so please do consider thinking about the fact that it costs me a lot of money. I have to take time away from my family to do this, and every little bit does help. Okay, so I'm going to take advantage of the fact that they're quite separated to quickly just do a bit of housekeeping. Take my headphones off.
Yeah, so
Tell me when you're done.
Focus.
Printing wings. Change position. Right, you feel.
Okay. So, as these two were doing a pretty cautious opening, what have I done? Okay. As these two were having a pretty cautious opening, I managed to take the advantage to pop along, and I managed to get, if you're watching the chat, a little bit of a treat in the form of rankings. So, give me a moment, and when we get to the next dial phase, planning phase, we'll be able to see the top 32 players. But as I say, I think they're all undefeated at the moment. So there's so many players. It's just 34 players undefeated right now.
I was actually tempted here.
Okay. Let me see now. Yeah, I'm here. I'm going to Vince.
Even if I was fit, I'd be on the very next one. I'll do so. And then,
Right. Margin of victory is column number 2. Tournament points are column number 3. Faction is not there. And then so column 1, 2, column number 4. Import ranking. Round 4. So he's pulled out the gas here and accelerated down the other side of the table with Fen Rao in an attempt to try and flank, I guess, the rebels, but not worked out too well. I don't remember which ones.
yeah. Showing my bloody record.
Yeah, I've got rankings.
I'm going to do it because. Yeah. Alright, so where I go next will be probably obvious anyway.
So let's wait till the dial phase, and we'll put the rankings on the screen, and we'll give you a bit more information there.
Whether I want to do it or not is a different question. That's just 3.
Okay, so they got range from Biggs onto Boba Fett.
That's it.
Well, I probably only get one.
I know so. Yeah, because it wasn't through the rock, was it, umbrella?
No rock break.
Hit, crit. No, sorry, blank hits.
3.
And fire spray doesn't have arc or range 3. It's just range 3 to his back corner, back right corner, back left corner. And he rolled blank. Now, I think what's happening here is that he's got his cards are a bit. I'm gonna have to, when the planning phase comes up, I'm gonna go over and rearrange the cards a little bit. On Dan's side of the table, I can't see everything that's going on. He's got 1 hit out of 3, and he's got 1 evade out of 3, and a focus and a blank. And that's where they go back to dials, I guess, which means I get to put the ranking information up on screen. There you go, that's your top 32 after round 4, and you will notice that player 32 is undefeated. So that's it. It's basically round 5. That's how many undefeated players you have. They've only got to win 1 more game, all of them, to make it through to the top 30, the top 64 cut tomorrow.
We shall see. I could.
Yeah, I'll take them off.
more confident position of medium base. There's a lot of pace I can do it all day long. I threw the ghost a lot. The only time I didn't fly ghost was when it wasn't noise.
Yeah, well, you spent only like 5 hours before it gets around there. I pay like 70 quid a set. Like that's the thing that I buy my legendary spot. Yeah, rarely. All boring. Unfortunately, legendary. I thought of you as well. I was like, I'm pretty sure that was French, man. I think we're the only 2 English people there, weren't we? No, there were more. There were more people.
Okay, right. That's done, and that's done. Ready to go.
Don't like it when they stand so still. It makes it look like something's gone wrong with the camera. So yeah, it did a 2 roll. True, but there are 63 people that are supposed to make the top cut tomorrow. So the odds are looking pretty good for all of them right now. Okay, let's go back to the main camera as they're about to move.
When I did it, I'm in the middle of the ball. I think I'll hit is an asteroid. There's a debris field. Yeah. No. Yeah. So I keep umming and ahhing over that one.
Try.
Yeah.
Right, so start off with,
Yeah.
we're going to use Cassian.
Ah, just start that one, yeah. Yeah.
He's going into new range 3.
Okay.
So get rid of that.
3, yeah. So 3 forward. Bob is running away. Coordinating a boost.
Red?
Nope.
Alright, so Braden. Bank.
Sorry about that, misclicked and removed something that wasn't supposed to be.
That was the worry. That was the big
Oh,
worry.
yeah. No.
Focus.
Yeah.
Into a barrel roll.
Barrel roll, yeah.
Okay. So, cautiously moving forward.
10 now.
And Dan playing with Rasta Mace, Rasta Mace modified dial covers. And I'm guessing Rasta Mace modified and painted, because that's a pretty good paint job. One hit from the asteroid. No, it's a stress. No, it's a debris token. It's a debris, so there's no damage there. It just got stressed.
I've been lucky and won quite a few.
He's got one strike, so one strike.
Okay. Hard one.
I can't really hear them, a bit low. So, one turn right for Bobber.
Already boosted. He will focus.
And he's going to... No, he's not going to boost.
And it's a hard two from up there.
Hard two
what
for
a
Fenrau. Puts him into a pretty aggressive kill box there with a U-wing and two B-wings facing him down.
Green, I take it, yeah.
But it's probably going to go back on. Let's gang up on this B-wing.
So Fen banks one to the left. Banks to the left at speed one. Focuses and links the stress.
Ben. One.
I'm not sure what the shield token is doing there. I guess it's a target lock.
Because you linked. You.
No, but he done a blue, didn't
Oh,
he?
good point. Yeah, you did a buzz. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Bad,
Yeah, because otherwise you wouldn't have the title. Yeah. So yeah, Fen range one. And I said in bullseye, yes. Look, too many dice.
So Fenrau, 5 dice, range 1 in arc, gets focus, hit, and white dice is probably a hit.
I know, but equally.
So it's a 3 out of 5, and focus to make it 5.
Predator.
Uses Predator, gets 4,
And I will leave it at 4.
and he leaves it there. And blank on the evade dice means 4 damage going on to Braden Strom. And he loses all of his shields in one go and takes half points.
2 with one person at range 1. Bobber reroll.
Yeah.
Focus for 2.
Gets 2 hits from Bobber on Biggs. Biggs rolls, not Biggs, Big Wing, I guess. It's Braden again. Takes 2 damage.
Oh,
No, yeah. Was it one crit, was it?
just one hit, yeah.
Just a normal hit, yeah.
Just one hit. Just.
Takes 1 damage.
Alright, so 10 now. Hoping 4 dice. That'd be nice, looks like they're gonna hit 3.
No, that's where you want him to be. Because I don't get Concordia there.
Now I need eyeballs.
Blank, blank. Focus. Focus becomes hit for 1. And I can see an evade, so nothing happens there.
Yep.
Metadeki. 1, 2 evades means no damage there either.
Yep. This is range. These are the ones I don't like.
So this is going to be 10 nom. 2 with the focus, and I can see 2 focuses, so spends the focus to save himself and takes no damage. Now 4 dice from the U-Wing from Cassian gets 2 hits and 2 focuses, and is evaded after. I can switch one there, but takes damage on fin round. But that's it for that round. That's he's worked out pretty well. And whoa, L337 got destroyed at some point. I paid absolutely no attention to it. I was looking and saying, no, what am I doing? Jesus. I was like, I couldn't see it. I was like looking at the board and just going, there's only 2 red ships. Okay. He's painted it black, and that didn't help. So yeah, I was like thinking, oh my god, there's only 2 red ships. Anyway, everything's okay. And they're back to dials anyway, so this is going to be a crucial phase here. Fen and Bobber are going to be in the thick of it next round, and L357 is coming up from behind. So there's a lot to be played for on Alan's side of the table, and he's already got the first points on the board with having got half points on Braylon. Now it's a question of turning around and see if he can solidify that position and start to wear down Dan's fire cadence, fire rate, with removing one of the ships from the board. I'm just trying to double check something. I need to go to the discussion page, don't I? Where's the discussion page? See all posts. I'll double check something right now, one sec.
X-Wing competitors, there is just under 43 minutes remaining in the round. 43 minutes remaining in the round.
Something misses someone. Highest. Okay, so Alain here has got a position that's going to be very powerful for him. He's going to take a 2 or a 3 bank with bobber, assuming that the other ships give him the space to do so. But he wants to kind of get himself into, when my mouse is moving okay, into this kind of position here, to be in the middle of everyone and kind of take advantage of his rerolls and kind of knife fight. Whereas Fen wants to do a similar sort of thing, but get himself kind of maybe turning and being in this kind of position. Oh, that mouse is just doesn't really work in that way, does it? It's kind of jerky. It kind of moves at times and then doesn't. I need to get a more powerful laptop, basically. Anyway, that's the sort of thing we're looking at. That's what they want to do as far as the scum are concerned. To kind of just pull themselves into a position where they can kind of leverage their abilities to their maximum potential. And then you've got L337, who's just kind of like trundling along there, just will eventually get involved in the battle. And I don't know how to say it, just kind of like largely non-consequential piece of this list. It's kind of like that clutch piece that will just come out when it's 100% needed, but otherwise it's not really an implicate piece of the squad. So that's why Bobber and Fen are the people doing the major knife fighting right now. And what they want to do this turn is they want to try and hammer Biggs. Biggs is going to go. That's basically what that means. Is the idea here is to position Bob and Fen in a position where they create an excellent kill box on Biggs, and they manage to wipe him off in one turn. I mean, Braylon's pretty heavily damaged right now, but I think Biggs is the target of opportunity where they can get a position on him where they are able to do a lot of damage to him in one turn and try and remove him straight away.
I'm just going to calculate.
Cassian takes a 1 bank to the left, heads towards the board edge, and switches his pivot wing to be open.
Just let the door open.
Let me double check this. I need to flip it. There we go. That's the art for open. Yes.
Yeah.
Biggs edges up with a 2 straight, putting him in position to block the two turns to the right from Fenral. And a 1 talon roll from Braylon Strum to the right. Maybe switching. He wants to try and like decides that L337 is too much of a bother and wants to try and get rid of it. Using the neutral pronoun, as L337 is still a droid, despite the fact that the voice may be female.
yours.
One bank.
All the re-rolls in the world.
Focus. We'll take a 2 bank, if you wouldn't mind. Big open, isn't it?
Banks in, and it looks like not going to make it. Shame. Bumps against bigs, so that's a Fenrow that's not shooting at anyone this turn, as he's got everyone out of arc. And it looks like he's going to be receiving a couple of range 1 shots from some B-wings. So it's not looking good for Fenrow this round. Sad Fen, 100% agree with that. Pretty much sad Panda, but yeah, sad Fen is what's happening there.
1 reroll? Or 2 rolls?
Gets blank hit, blank, re-rolls, and gets 2 focuses, which he converts, and gets an evade?
Okay.
Takes 1 on big start light, yeah. It's the other range 1, you get, right, yeah. And passes 1 over to Braylon with selflessness.
Alright, so 10 num.
Yep.
So, if you're in my arc, you get the auto base.
Yes.
Is that right? Alright, we're going to take
Yeah, it's basically, if you shoot me at range 1, I get an auto evade.
10 num easy.
Yep.
Rolls and gets 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3 crit hits and a crit. And Concordia gives him an evade. He takes 2, 1, and a face up damage sensor array on Fenrow. Fenrow taking a pounding, and now Braylon's going to back it up with another range 1 attack. This is going to say adios Fenrow. 1, 2, 3, and a focus. And an evade, another hit. So 4 hits, nothing you can do there, I'm afraid, Fenrow.
Bother Concordia.
Yeah, even with Concordia, even with your Concordia face-off, you the writing is on the wall, and you are down and out this round. No? What's he done with the ship? Where's he taking the ship? He's moved it off the table, and that's it. He's not put a card out yet. That's a naughty. Bad move, Alan. Gets an evade, takes a crit on 10 num.
And I've got to check this in range.
Yeah.
10 num takes crit.
Loses a shield.
Yeah. That bell can go away.
And they go back to Dials. As you can see, Phil GC is wrapping up from his game. 1 second here. So Phil currently 4-1. Do you want to commentate for a bit? So, welcome to the stream, Phil GC. You're currently 4-1.
No, I'm 1-4.
Oh, right.
Bad there.
My bad. I was like,
mate, if I was 4-1, I'd be buzzing right now. No, I'm 1-4.
oh, okay.
I
Well,
bought a
then
sensible list
that's
work
messed
for
up,
me.
hasn't it? What happened there?
I don't know. Just
Just remind everyone what you're playing, just in case
So
they live in a cave.
today, I'm flying triple T70s. Not the normal, well, not the nonsense I've been running for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
So I've got Poe, Nien, and I've gone for Snap Wexley because he's just a bit of fun. It's a fun list. I'm just sitting there going,
It's just not going very well. You know, you have one of those days, and it's just like.
What have you gone up against?
So I've had some Jedi. I just had a great fun with John Bamford from the Weekend Warlords. Who was running double K-wings.
Yeah.
With a really fat wedge.
Yeah.
And I think we're both low on the tables. We're not taking this very seriously. 25 minutes later, he had 3 chips on the table. I didn't have any. Then who else I played? I had a Rebel Beef list round 4, which was mean. It's really hard work, but no, it's just been a really good day. Of like, yes, my dice haven't been great, my playing hasn't been on point. No, it's just the combination of factors has just been like, yeah, not really feeling it.
Yeah, it's not hipster enough for you.
It's got one too many ships.
Yeah.
And far too much health.
Yeah.
I've got over 20 health.
Because your colleague back there, she was saying to me, make sure you get Phil GC on, because I've never seen him play and I want to see him play. So anyway, back to the game. Alain is trying to press L3 into the match, but like he's on the losing side right now. It's not having lost Fenn in the last round.
Braylon needs to go. Bobber needs to kill Braylon. That's important.
Yeah. Braylon's not long for this world. That much is clear.
Yeah. Here, have 4 dice with rerolls.
He's used the pivot wing to pivot, as it were.
Is he layered? He must have layer.
He's got layer, and it's because he's got his metal tokens.
He's taken a stress.
Yeah.
If he's taken a stress, then that means that he hasn't got white layers. So he must have.
He hasn't got white layers. What's that mean?
So layer makes your red moves white.
Yeah.
So if he's taken the stress there,
it's because he didn't use layer.
He hasn't used layer, so he doesn't have layer available, which does make a difference.
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely. He's decided on pointing himself to the right of his original position. Yeah,
you read all this one,
like I say, those metal tokens.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the metal tokens. What did you say?
Has Bobber literally just got Perceptive Co-Pilot?
Just got Perceptive Co-Pilot. You can see the upgrade, the pilot cards here, and Bobber is the one in the middle with just 1 card.
Fair play. That takes a lot of guts to take it. Like Bobber without toys makes me sad.
Bobber without friends. No friends, Bobber.
Yeah.
It is sad, Bobber.
Like not even Slave 1.
Yeah,
Wow.
Fenn did pretty bad in that last round. And now it's a question of seeing how well Bobber can leverage his ability in the range 1 to be able to stick a whole bunch of damage onto Braylon, or maybe even switch, look for Biggs, because he's got 1 damage, he's got 1 shield off of Biggs, and he wants to try and take ships off the table. Yeah. At the moment, he's on the losing side of the battle.
Braylon is the one that needs to go. Like Braylon's ability, I played against it last week. When he gets stressed, he basically gets a target lock.
Yeah.
And then he gets a focus because he barrel rolls and it's like, oh, I'm going to have a target lock focus every turn with my 3 dice gun.
Yeah. But right now, he's kind of out of the fight.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure he's the target priority this round. You can take him off, and then you can be sure he's not in the next round. But right now, you might have a better idea of taking off Biggs if you're using L3 and Bobber to concentrate fire on him.
Yeah, what's Biggs on?
Biggs has got lost 1 shield.
Biggs is still
But
healthy.
it looks like range 1 probably this turn. So.
Well, that, I mean, it depends what Bobber's doing. But this is the thing with the. Yeah, that's never fitting.
It was worth a try.
That's never fitting. Take a stress. So he's already coordinated the double focus onto Bobber, which is going to be very useful. And Bobber's just going to slide in. So Bobber is going to have 3 dice with 2 rerolls, which is always helpful.
Yep.
L3 probably might get killed by the B-wing. No, 4 health should be okay.
She should be okay. She'll take a pounding, but she'll get through this round. This is where I'm saying is Biggs is firing on Biggs,
which is
1 and a focus. 2 focuses get converted for 3, and you've got 1 focus and evade. Wondering whether he wants to spend that focus now.
Spend that focus all day.
And he takes 1 damage on Biggs. Shields off. So Braylon now firing on L3. Gets blank hit and
Gets to re-roll
focus.
that.
Re-rolls that for nothing. Spends the focus. Gets 3 and evade blanks on the evades. Takes 2.
That moment you really want heroic.
Yeah. Oh, I've taken off the whole cards and not the shields. There we go. So now he's down to like that one hit point left on L337, and he's still got,
He's got the other one to shoot. Yeah.
the 10 num to shoot. And so when I turn around and say he should survive this round, I'm going to eat my hat. 2
Perfect
hits.
dice. Perfect dice. No, that's not perfect dice.
No. So another damage card goes onto
That is a
L337,
deceased
and
L3.
Bobber goes down to being the only ship to take out the entire squad.
I mean, he can do it.
Can do it.
He
of
can
course.
do it, but
In capable hands,
yeah.
such as yourself. you'd see this as being a cakewalk.
I would very much be going, I need to kill 2 ships before Bobber gets to hull here.
You need to kill 2 ships, yeah, absolutely.
He needs to get 2 ships gone
And he's
before
got an
Bobber starts
advantage.
taking
He's got an advantage because he's out of arc right now, 3 of them. So it's basically just bigs that fired back on him,
If
and
he-
he's survived that round of combat with no damage.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
things aren't looking so bad for him.
Yeah. So my temptation with Bobber here would be to do the hard 2 to the left and get the rear arc going.
Okay, hang on a second. So hard 2 to the left, something like that.
Yep,
Puts him around about there,
yep.
right?
Because the U-wing is stressed
Yeah.
and wedge. Well, the U-wing can do a hard 2, but it's stressed. It's probably not going to.
It would kind of put him just in the rear area, right?
Yeah.
So kind of like that kind of an area.
Yeah,
Mouse is a bit funny, so it doesn't work.
but
so
yeah,
well.
I mean it depends. Wait, because obviously this is where Slave 1 is amazing.
And probably taking the hard 2 to the left with Bobber would have Biggs bump him.
Well, Biggs moves first.
All right, yeah.
That's the issue. If I was playing the Rebels here, I'd be blocking the hard 2 with Wedge.
Mm-hmm.
I would be.
Wedge is Biggs.
Is it
Biggs.
Cassian?
Biggs, Cassian, 10,
Yeah.
and Braylon.
So those two, the 2 B-wings can do the 1 Talon roll here.
Yeah,
because
of course.
that stress is going to get taken off by Cassian.
Yeah.
And that means that suddenly if Bobber does do the hard 2 to the left, he's going to have 6 dice pointing at his rear arc.
Yeah.
Which isn't great, but he's got a good shot of killing Braylon. If he gets...
And if he can manage to block him with Biggs as well, then it means he's without tokens.
This is where
and
Slave
he has
1
to
is...
sponge a lot of damage.
Yeah, this is where Slave 1's amazing, because you could dial in the hard 2 to the left and then go,
And then change.
"Oh, I'm just, no, that was wrong, that was wrong." Because Bobber's got perfect information here.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to know the
He's the
table.
highest initiative ship on the board.
But
so.
but without Slave 1, he doesn't have the option to just go, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Which is a very useful 2 points.
Because you're one of the people, you played Boba Fett for a bit, yeah, by themselves.
I played Boba Fett in first edition.
Yeah.
Um,
In second edition, it's not been an option.
I
for
did.
you.
I did Boba Guri a lot in second edition.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
But Boba Fett has not been
Boba-
something you played.
I've had to play around with it, but
Yeah.
I've not taken it to anything.
But what I mean to say is that you didn't
no
use
L3.
use the points that you were left over to get a third ship on the table.
I would rather have a fatter Boba there.
Fatter Boba.
Yeah, and
Birthday cake Boba.
Yeah, you know, Boba, who has got, you know, Han Solo and Marauder and all the really strong toys. Since the points change, Boba is a lot more fiddly to use, which it kind of deserved to be, because
Yeah.
he was a bit good for 90 points.
He was like the best.
He was a
scum ship
monster.
Going, yeah.
He did very bad things to people quite frequently. But yeah, I mean, Fen I've flown a fair bit into. I've just not flown them together. But I think sort of lots of people have done Fen with the coordinating shuttle. Oh, he's gone for that way. So if Bobber has done the hard 2, then that is a dead wedge. If Bobber's done a hard 2, because he should
It's
clear.
not wedge, it's Biggs.
Biggs, sorry,
Yep.
dead Biggs. Yeah, because the hard 2 would be 4 dice with a reroll and 2 focus tokens. So
There
it
we go.
looks like Dan is committing to Bobber's going to the right. And one thing that a lot of people do,
Oh, he didn't.
he's done 2K.
He K-turned.
He's done the 2K.
Yeah.
A lot of people flying Bobber forget that his rear arc is just as good as his front arc.
Of course.
But a lot of people don't think that. They just go, oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what the mental block is there with regards to that. I've got no idea.
Yeah,
because
turning away is
I mean,
valid.
I guess it's something to do with first edition, how Kath Scarlet was more aggressive from the rear arc.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, people kind of subestimated Bobber from the rear arc because
Yeah.
Kath was so much more aggressive.
Yeah. I miss Kath. I miss first edition Kath.
With, as they call it, the booty cannon.
Oh, she was just a monster.
I had that one where I put that one list one time where I put what's his name, the adrenaline rush on her, and a seismic charge, and I would basically go 4 straight the first turn, and then they would come and then do the K turn and drop the seismic charge, and just be like, oh, it's white, I've still got an action.
Yeah, well, like 1.0 Cath Dengar expertise. I'll just hit you 4 times or 5 times.
Yeah.
Every turn, it'd be great. So they're working out if it's cleared or is not cleared. I think it clears, and if it does, that is a very in pain wedge.
Bigs.
Very in pain bigs. I've been flying against wedge all day. Like, you know.
When you see Rebel X-Wings, you see wedge.
If you hadn't called me over, I'd probably be sitting on a corner rocking somewhere, going dark lighter, dark lighter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he's got 4 dice, 4 dice, 2 rerolls. Well, Biggs has got 4 health.
Yeah.
Or do you go for the? You know what?
I'd be very try and take Braylon. He's measuring for Braylon. It looks like he's going for Braylon.
Well, Braylon's got the rerolls from being stressed, but he's got no defensive mods. He's got no focus.
Yeah.
So 3 dice, 2 rerolls with a focus token. You're expecting the 3 hits. So it's probably it's 1 less gun sheet. But
so
no, he's gone. He's gone.
Blank. Focus. It looks like he's got a focus and a crit and a hit. Spends the focus, gets 2 and a crit, and rolls blank and evade. Blank and evade, so takes 2 as it is.
Yeah.
On 10 num.
He's looking to pass.
Yeah, he's passing 1 for selflessness, right?
Yeah.
And then takes 1. And is it a face up? Yeah, face down. Like
but that's half points.
No, yeah, it's half points from Big Start.
Bobber's starting the job.
Yep.
I really would have gone for Braylon there. Just try and get the kill, get rid of 1 ship.
Okay, so 1 hit and a crit, re-rolls for 2 and a crit, and blank focus evade gets
2 evades.
2 evades, 3 with the focus.
Yeah.
Focus hits. No, focus crit hit, and then spends for 2 and a hit crit. Re-rolls to get a focus.
He should be getting 2 re-rolls. There's 2 ships at range 1.
I don't know.
Oh well. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, well, there we go. Loses 3 shields on Bobber in that turn, and he just recovered a charge on Leia. So
here comes.
He's not got it full yet. He's got 2 out of 3.
They're so hard to read.
I know, they're terrible, isn't it? I don't know what's wrong with these OP guys. They started doing some really funny stuff lately with black dice and shiny silver tokens.
The black dice must be a nightmare for you.
The green ones are okay, but the red ones are terrible.
Look, but even when you're playing with them on the table, you can't see them.
And I had Bartosz here in the last round. He was like going, "How could you tell?" And I was like going, "In the reflection, I can see a divot." So I'm like, "I think it's a bit bigger, so I think it's a crit."
Yeah.
Okay, so ready to go. Yeah, I've always been against shiny dice, always.
Yeah,
always. But like the black ones have like taken it a step too far. It's like a hate crime. You hate streamers.
Like, you see them, they're really nice, and then you roll them, you like on the table, like leaning over. Going, are they there?
I'm gonna get my telescope out.
Yeah. I think we're on for just a catch a pigeon moment here. Like, Bobber just goes 1 forward, double focus, and everything else just goes, let's follow Bobber. Let's see if he can burn stuff down before they burn him down.
Yeah, of course. So Dan here is playing with, these have got to be Rasta Mace painted dials.
They are Rasta dials, yes.
What do you think about the ships though? The ships a bit Rasta Maced as well?
It's very expensive if they are.
It's very expensive if they are, that's true.
They're very nice.
Yeah, they're very nice. It looks good. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll have to ask him afterwards.
Yeah, there. I know. Yeah, he must have used Leia last turn because he's not.
He's just recovered the second charge.
Just recovered the second charge.
Yeah.
All right.
So he used it a couple of turns before when he did a pivot.
So I played a game last weekend against Nick Bond who used Leia 5 times in a game. So you are definitely getting your 2 points worth out of that.
That was Last Jedi layer, where she gets space and then comes back in. I'm not dead yet.
Just going to keep going. It's just like 5 times.
How did you not manage to kill her in that time?
Because I had
Target
2 ships
priority.
and he had 4 ships, and
Yeah.
I had to kill Wedge. Well, no, he had. I left him with. I had Guri on 4 health, running hard against 14 health worth of U-wing and B-wing. It's like I'm winning on points by 30 points. If I take 1 more damage, I'm losing on points and need to kill a ship to win.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen with 10 minutes to play. So yeah, Nick played it really well, but I just got away with it.
So we've got. It looks like all of Dan's dials are down, and Alan has still got his bobber dial in his hand. And what's your position for bobber here?
1 forward, double focus.
Yeah.
Just try and.
And you're like without a doubt, but like Alan's like I don't know.
Well, the thing is, if he does the bank,
Yeah.
he closes off the arc to the straight moves from the B-wings.
Yeah.
So if he banks sort of to the left, he closes that off. If he banks to the right, he's running out of board space, which is bad. My worry would be that Biggs is going to do a 3 Talon, get in the flank.
And get in that blind spot.
Yeah. Which is, it's not as bad as it was, because medium base is considerably harder to get into than the big base was. But it's still an issue for the spray, is when somebody tucks into your side and just puts 4 dice into you.
And with just 15 minutes left to go in the game, he's not got many options for a win condition here.
He has to kill 2 ships. Kill 2 ships without taking the damage.
So we remove Braylon and we remove Biggs, and he'll be ahead by 3 points.
Yeah, without taking any damage. That's the key.
What do I have to put back onto Braylon?
That is the primary concern.
So back to the manoeuvring now. It looks like he's decided. The U-wing is pivot
spinning,
winging.
takes the stress, spin on the spot.
Spinning and spinning. Just keep spinning.
Yeah.
I've been quite lucky today. Every single round, someone's walked past after finishing quite early. I'm just like, do you want to sit down? And we've gone, yep. Makes it a lot easier to have someone to talk to. And that looks like a 2. Yep. 2 turn to the left. Right. 2 turns to the right. Getting into that position of being in the blind spot, but not Talon rolling.
Yeah, I think maybe he just wants to focus because he's concerned about getting shot.
The fact that he's not got Leia at full charge, he was just kind of like...
Yeah, I need that focus.
He was put off that Talon roll for that reason.
It's the difference between a 5 and 8 chance of getting an evade and a 3 and 8 chance of getting an evade, so it is pretty hefty. I mean, Bobber is going to take a lot of dice this turn. And he's probably not... He might get a reroll from the U-wing if he's done the 1 forward. But, like, it's not a great spot for Mr. Fett.
Nope.
The weird thing with the hard 2 there, though, is that next turn, if Bobber is jetting off, that debris is in a really annoying place for Wedge. For Biggs. Biggs.
For Biggs. Biggs is like, I don't like that.
At least
debris.
you're not telling me off for swearing.
Did you swear?
Apparently.
When?
Apparently I did it when I did the Firestorm stream. Apparently I swore quite a lot. But, oops.
I've not noticed you swear so far, and I'm usually pretty good about it. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a little bit of a fussy thing to it. I mean, we've got the Greenaways are probably watching at home. Yeah, but
no, it's not 9 o'clock in the evening yet. I understand.
And the YouTube. I mean, these games are so long. I don't really think they go that far into it unless someone actually complains about it. Nothing really happens. But I do try and make it as family friendly as possible. Make it as accessible as possible.
X-Wing is a family friendly game.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the B-Wings just follow on and just go, we're just going to shoot you.
We had a pregnant lady playing this weekend, but I think she was playing Destiny. I think.
All depends what Bob has done.
Focusing with Braylon and
then doing the barrel roll to get stressed, to get the rerolls.
Linking to a barrel roll, stressing himself for his ability.
Such a good ability.
It is. You're going to buy B-Wings with folding wings?
got 5 B wings at home.
But you've not got folding ones.
Don't think I've ever put
I've
one on the
got
table.
5 at home. But I've not got folding ones. Okay, he's gone the one straight.
No, he's not. He's done 3
Oh, no, he's
bank.
back. Wow.
Jetted off. And
Okay.
And that's why I said the straight was necessary, because he's done the bank, the B wings are out of arc.
Yeah.
If he'd done the one forward,
They're all in the blind spot.
Yeah.
All 3 of them. He's got a fire on Cassian, who's on full health, so he's not going to get much there.
Cassian
He's got no
cares not.
re-rolls.
Cassian doesn't care here.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, do what you want.
Yep.
I'm putting 9 dice uncontested into you, basically.
Oh dear.
Like,
Boba Fett.
yeah, Bob is taking 12 dice this turn. Oh, he has this perfected roll though.
Okay, so looks like he took shields off. 1, 2, 3 of them.
Yeah.
10 num firing.
But here it goes. Like,
Bam, bam, bam is what's going to happen here. Boba Fett is 1, 2, and a blank, and you got 1 evade there, maybe paint. So 1, and then 1 face down damage card. Half points for Boba.
yeah.
5
And it
points
hasn't-
left.
hasn't
5 hit
finished
points
yet.
left, and you still got 10 num. And I don't think Biggs has got arc. Focus, crit. Focus gets spent. You got 3 hits.
Dodges 2.
Evades 2.
Is that a face up coming?
No, it's face down. He
that's
got
right.
3, dodged 2. So 1, and got an evade.
He's still got another 3 dice attack coming.
Yeah, he's still got the U-wing to fire, Cassian Andor. And it looks like he's not got range with Biggs.
Ah, yes.
Or not got arc. Not got
I
arc,
think
sorry.
he has got the arc. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, blank focus and crit. Crit focus gets spent, evades 2, so no damage there. So Boba does okay to get out of that, but still on only 4 hit points
He
left
now needs to.
against an entire
He now
squad.
needs to kill 3.5 ships. How long we got left?
True.
9 minutes.
Yeah, 9 minutes
9
left. No,
minutes.
yeah, it's not happening right now. Oh, so I need to charge.
So if he'd done the 1 forward there, Biggs wouldn't have had a shot.
Yeah.
He'd have been he'd had 4 dice from the U-wing, but they'd have been naked dice, so you take the risk of that. And he'd have put 3 dice with a reroll into the bleeding B-wing.
Yep.
And possibly PS killed it. Which would have helped.
There's a cable lying across those headphones there.
Yep.
Pass it. You try and pass it over around the back. Thank you very much.
Talon rolling towards you. And if you stay there, I'm Bobby.
Let's go.
Well, it would have limited.
Are you having fun visiting us again, Simon?
I'm having lots of fun. No, I'm doing okay right now, but it did go straight to my head. It was like 5 minutes, like boom, and I was like, whoa, you can tell I'm not eating much. But yeah,
This venue is amazing.
it's
This
really
is a super good place.
More than anything, not just because it's comparable to Liverpool as far as interior space is concerned,
Yeah.
but outside everything is so close,
it's
and
so
so you
nice.
just don't have. There's no effort, so there's no need for more than an hour for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can just pop to Asda, pop to McDonald's, pop to the KFC.
There's everything.
Yeah,
I hope we come here again,
yeah.
because this is excellent.
The only problem is it being in the south, and so we've obviously got that problem. But I mean, as far as the venue's concerned, it's about as good as you
But
can get.
cost-wise, compared to Birmingham, for everyone involved, it's great.
Yeah, I guess it's just the distance of travel,
Yeah.
you know. And the only other thing that's a little bit bad is that there's not really any concrete airport that you can travel to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Luton is a pretty
Everything's
expensive
a bit
airport.
away.
Yeah,
Everything's
it's all a bit away. So for the international community that want to come, there's a little bit of effort. So
We've
like
got a fair few here, though.
Yeah,
There's great.
absolutely.
There's some Germans, some Polish guys,
yeah, there's
a couple
Polish,
of Spanish guys,
there's one Spanish guy.
one Spanish guy.
One Spanish guy playing X-Wing, but I think there's another 2 playing Destiny.
Cool. But yeah, it's great. The UK System Open just continues to be immense.
The world's premiere event.
It's good.
Yeah, the World Championship is obviously the most
Prestigious.
but the UK System Open has established itself as being the world's premier X-Wing.
Well, we're 560 this
565.
time? 565.
Yep.
Imagine being the guy who gets the buy.
Well, they said this at the beginning and in the chat, and I was like, it's not the same getting a bye in a 20-man tournament, 19-man tournament, as it is in 565. It's not like that big of an advantage. It's like it's so random.
No, but like you've come all this way. There's 565 players, and you're the one guy who doesn't get to play someone.
But then the bye, I don't right. You might be able to answer this. But would the buy not give you the 2 points for the prize war?
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah, well then there you go.
There you go.
Happy as
you're 25% of the way to a Guri card.
There you go. Or
and you've got a...
Or you're 50% of the way to target locks that weren't there anymore at lunchtime.
And you've got a 300 to 100 win.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
No complaints there.
Yeah, nothing to complain.
I could have done with one of those today.
Yeah, you could have. But they just weren't giving them.
No.
How many? So you've got you're 1 and 4. So that means you managed to get 2 plus 3. You've got 5 points for the prize war.
Fortunately, Alex Burt was the gentleman that he is. Was like, I know how much you want a Guri card.
Oh.
I'm doing
Which
really well.
Guri is it? Sorry.
It's this one.
You've got it already.
I've got it here. It's beautiful.
Oh, the transparent
spot gloss Guri card. It's just lovely.
Let's switch the camera just to make sure that people are appreciating this. There you go. Transparent spot gloss Guri.
It's just so nice.
There you go.
I've got 2 more system opens that I'm going to, so hopefully I can maybe do a bit better.
No.
Expect nonsense to be flown at those though, because I've realised that's when I play at my best, is when I'm flying ships.
And are you doing your dropout hangar bay tomorrow?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Really want to do that. I know there's a few guys who are interested. The lure of hyperspace is there, obviously, for some people. But like so there's enough people here with Worlds invites to maybe do 2 pods.
Whoa.
So
explain to me, what is the incentive if you've got a Worlds invite to not play the qualifier, because the qualifier comes with shield tokens and other stuff, isn't it?
No,
you go undefeated.
It's prize wall tokens. So
is that it? There's nothing else in it?
You get more prize wall tokens for playing in the hyperspace than you do for playing in a pod. But for me, it's about if you get 8 guys who've got Worlds invites already into what, like, that's the tournament you want to play in, right?
That's what I tried to do last year at Nationals. No, when I did the Nationals in Liverpool.
Yeah.
We had like Mishari, Jesper, Craig.
Some top
Andrew,
boys.
We had like people that were like won major tournaments in the UK, and I said like, I spoke to Alex and I said like, the prizes for the hangar bay. Do me something where you can set aside one for 8 people, one for each for 8 people, and we'll do like a mega hangar bay, and we'll try and record all of the games.
Yeah, immense.
And I ended up getting like a GoPro from someone and an iPhone. But then what ended up happening was they got there, and they revealed the spot gloss Miranda, and everyone just went like crazy to hangar base. I was like, well, what about me? You know what, you all forgot? I said I had them backed up. I had them like, you were going to get it anyway.
But I just love the idea. Like, I think for me, X-Wing, it's more and more about the people you play. Like, it's always been the people have been great in X-Wing, but like, it's just an event like this. There's so many people to catch up with and play with and hang out. It's just great.
My problem with these mega events is that there's too many people. Like, for example, there are people that are here that I've not seen yet. I know they're here, but I've not. Like, for example, Lewis Whittam, I have not seen him.
That's because he's 0-4.
Yeah, well, you're 1 and 4, and I've seen you. But I've seen Jess, but I've not seen Lewis. And and I've not seen Kevin since first thing in the morning. And there's people that I've not seen, and because it's the same thing happened in Birmingham last year. It's like it was so big, you know people are there, but you just don't see them.
Bobber is about to get wrecked.
Yeah, he's bumped on
He's
bigs.
bumped. No focus token. He's not shooting as well.
Last fight, last 2-3 minutes. So this is probably going to be last round as well, by the way things are going right now.
Yeah, I think this is...
Unless they manage to speed through the comeback phase.
Yeah, and Bobber needs at least another 30 minutes to win the game at this speed.
He's not winning. The question is whether or not he's going to live to the end of the game.
Is he going to get the valuable MOV? It could prove to be really important tomorrow.
Not so much.
Well, it's 5-1, but then if you're low on the 5-1s...
Yeah, but there's going to be 63. So it's only one person getting a bye, undefeated.
All right. Oh,
as well, barring statistical anomalies where players get paired down and lose.
Wow.
If it's 565, 63 players go through. So one person gets a bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the cut down to 60.
Yeah. The first round buys one.
Oh, that's all right then.
One person. Yeah. So the MOV is virtually non-existent in this tournament again.
Cool.
It would have been if we'd have gone over 590.
Yeah,
then it would have been a big
really
deal.
Important.
Yeah.
Well done, Bobber may be able to crowbar a shot into the U-wing to try and get half points.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like of all the ships that you just don't care about now, the U-wing is like, yes, fine. It's got the health to take it without a crit cascade. Nothing's going wrong
Without a
there.
chain reaction of crits. So hit, focus, re-rolls for another, gets 2, and evade and blank takes 1.
Half points on Cassian.
No crit.
Yep.
Put that card down. What are you doing? Oh, he's moving it onto Biggs.
Oh.
So let's put it back on Cassian and take it onto Biggs.
So yeah, because Biggs is already halved, so preserve the half points on Cassian. Makes perfect sense. That's a really clever play. Oh, Bobby, you're going to get set on fire.
So I think 10 numbs firing.
Ooh.
Gets 2 blanks and a hit. Bobber rolls evade and focus, I think.
Enough.
Yeah, it's enough. And 10 numb. Firing into that blind spot.
Range 3 obstructed, so it is 4 dice for Bobber with a
and he's
reroll.
using the heavy laser cannon. And trick shot.
Wow, okay. Well, that changes things. So it's 5 dice in bullseye with 2 rerolls and a focus.
Right.
Oh my word. Yeah, you can have your 3-4 green. 3 green dice, 4 green dice. That's fine, man.
Focus, hit.
Yeah, just spend the focus.
Yeah.
Like,
5 gets focus, blank, evade, blank.
oh, it's Bobber down to 1.
Suffers
Oh,
4. Suffers 4 and dead.
That
Game
was a bit Bobber.
over. Thank you very much, Phil, for joining me.
Simon.
Good
Pleasure
luck
doing
in your
it.
last game.
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
Yeah.
I need it.
Okay.
I need something.
Stewart did a proton rocket through the ring with trick shot. 6 hits.
Never mind. Congratulations. Thank you.
Okay, Alan. Congratulations on making it to 4-0, and now it's 4-1.
Yep.
Right, but that's not the end of the day. There's still one more round to go, one more win, and you're into the top tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. You've been playing an interesting list because I was talking with Phil GC. We were commentating, and you've got Bobber and you've got Fen, and so it's like the question is the L337. Like, what made you go for that kind of configuration?
It was mainly just for the coordinations onto Bobber.
Yeah.
So, and particularly like in the early engagement, I come in, coordinate the reinforce, do the blue, clear it, focus. So I'm more likely to survive that initial engagement on Bobber whilst Fen's coming in off the flank.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because like Phil was like, "Oh no, Bobber's only got perceptive co-pilot. That's not enough." But anyway, in your situation, it ended up not going in your favour. No, Fen Rao got pretty much like minced.
Yeah.
And then L337 wasn't going to stand up to much anyway. And then Bobber managed to put out a good fight, but like wasn't able
with
to
the selfless and
withhold it.
Biggs in there.
Yeah, and especially
moving my
with
damage around,
getting himself in all 4 arcs in
Yeah.
the last couple of rounds, it was just a question of time until everything ran out. Anything else that you felt was kind of like a deciding factor in the game?
Certainly that 2 bank I did out of Fen Rao going, I was looking at it going, I have no idea where I'm going to do to get bit in out of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is what it is.
Give us a plug for your local store.
So, well, this isn't one. This is my War Machine shirt. So,
all right, okay.
I'm a member of Team IQ, so the Mooks all in the bright orange shirts.
All right,
that's
okay.
me.
The IQ
I
games.
don't have one because they screwed my name up.
Ah, they put it with no I.
No, they got that right.
They got that be right.
They put someone entirely different surname on it.
All right, okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then there we go. Like I say, you've got one more game to play.
Yeah.
Best of luck for
Right.
you, okay? And we'll see if we see you tomorrow.
Right, hopefully.
Thank you. And bring yourself a little bit closer because you're a bit far off camera there. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
5-0. You're in tomorrow.
I'm quite glad of. Does that mean I have to play another game?
You do have to play another game. Well, you do have to play another game in the sense that there is another game. You'll be in for it. You can get to the table and turn around and say to your opponent and say, "Oh, Are we really going to play? That's your decision. That's something I'll leave up to you. But it depends on your opponent as well. But anyway, you've done 5, so you're in tomorrow. That's dealt with.
Fantastic.
Okay?
I'm feeling very happy about that.
To be the top ranked player would be the only thing that's going to change anything for tomorrow, which would be you would probably have the bye for the first round tomorrow. You'd have to come in until round 2. But I don't think you're competing for first place.
No,
correct?
I'm competing to get a
there's
5
something
dice
like
trick shot.
There's something like 9 players that are going to be undefeated at the end today. So
That's
565 players, 9 players would come out 6-0.
Out of how many?
Out of 565. 565. 9 players undefeated, 54 players 5-1, giving us a top 63 tomorrow.
So there's a nice little bit of kudos there.
Of course, yeah, but like I say, you've got to be like that top ranked player for it to make any difference now. Like your ranking isn't really going to make that much difference.
To be honest, first, second, third, fourth, whatever, it does make a lot of difference.
No. Have you
just
made
a
it?
game.
Have you
It's
made
just
it
a
this
game.
far in competition play before?
Yes. Last year I made it to the cuts.
In the System Open?
With 5-1 in the System Open.
Right. Okay.
And Nationals last year, I think I done the same again.
Oh, okay.
But that was with Dash Miranda, so that was a little bit different.
Yeah, and you've got your list here with 10 big start like Braylon Stram and Cassin Andor. Is it something you've been playing for a while?
Well, my friend Chris Neal put me onto it because I was having a lot of trouble not getting over Dash Miranda because I played it for so long.
Yeah.
And he said, try this. It took me a couple of months to get used to it. And then I tweaked it, changed it a little bit because originally there was Selfless on both the B-Wings.
Yeah.
And there was a Tactician as well. I found I wasn't using it very much, so I got rid of that and put the trick shot and the heavy laser cannon on.
Yeah. Give me a second here. Did you guys fill out your match slip?
We haven't yet, no.
All right. So we'll cut the interview short there,
No
so
worries.
otherwise there'll be problems with organisation. Right. Thank you very much, man. Good luck for
Absolute
the next
pleasure.
round. Okay.
Thank you.
You've got 51. You've got 51 to 200. Okay. That's the score. The score I've got 51 to 200. Okay. I'm going to disconnect, and we'll be back shortly. We'll reconnect straight away. But round 6 we'll be back more in.